In this video, we present an overview of 33 types of weapons and military equipment of the Russian Federation, identified by InformNapalm during combat operations in the occupied parts of Luhansk and Donetsk Oblast from 2014 to 2016. Infantry mobility vehicles in service with the Russian Army since 2005, never supplied to Ukraine. Gaz 233014 Tiger Infantry Mobility Vehicle. Observed in Luhansk Oblast. Its operator was identified as the 136th Motorized Rifle Brigade of the Russian Army. Gaz 3937 Vodnik Infantry Mobility Vehicle. Reported in town of Sorokino, formerly Krasnodon. Kamaz 43269 Vistro Infantry Mobility Vehicle. In service with the 4th Military Base of the Southern Military District of Russia. It is also used by regional special force units of the Federal Penitentiary Service of the Russian Federation. It was spotted in Luhansk Oblast. BTR-82A Armored Personnel Carrier. Discovered in Luhansk Oblast. It was identified as belonging to the 18th Motorized Rifle Brigade of the Russian Army. T-72B Main Battle Tank. Observed in Luhansk, Debaltseve, and Makiivka. The 5th Armored Brigade of the Eastern Military District of Russia was identified as its operator. T-72BA Main Battle Tank. The destruction of Russian tanks of this type was recorded near Starobichevo. Their operator was identified as the 21st Motorized Rifle Brigade of the Russian Army. T-72B3 Main Battle Tank. Observed in Luhansk, Debaltseve, and Ilovaisk. The destruction of a T-72B3 was documented near Debaltseve. Its operator was identified as the 6th Armored Brigade of the Russian Army. Another T-72B3 was captured by Ukrainian forces in the Battle of Ilovaisk. T-90A 2006 model Main Battle Tank. Spotted in Luhansk Oblast. It was identified as belonging to the 136th Motorized Rifle Brigade of the Russian Army. T-72S1 Main Battle Tank. Introduced into the Russian Army in 1993 after the cancellation of a number of export sales. Never supplied to Ukraine. Identified in the village of Bile. Kamaz 5350 Mustang Military Truck. Observed in Luhansk and Donetsk Oblast. A truck of this type was destroyed in the town of Krustalny, formerly Krasny Luch. Ural 632301 Military Truck. Spotted in Donetsk Oblast. Ural 43206 Military Truck. Spotted in Luhansk Oblast. 2B-26 Grad K Multiple Launch Rocket System. Spotted in the town of Chistyakove, formerly Torres. 9K-58 Smerch Multiple Launch Rocket System. On the 22nd of January 2015, a Smerch launcher was spotted in the occupied city of Makiivka, Donetsk Oblast. On the 10th of February 2015, pro-Russian militants launched a rocket attack on the military airfield and residential areas of Kramatorsk, causing casualties among both Ukrainian soldiers and civilians. One RL-2322M Leopard. Ground-based battlefield surveillance radar. Observed in Debaltseve. 9K-330 Tor, 9K-331 Tor M1, and 9K-332 Tor M2 tactical surface-to-air missile systems. A 9K-330 Russian SAM was spotted in Donetsk, while a 9K-332, its latest modification, was spotted in the town of Shatarsk, Donetsk Oblast. 96K6 Panzer S1 anti-aircraft missile and gun system. Spotted in Luhansk and Shatarsk. R-16605 radio station. Spotted in Debaltseve. R-441OV Levin radio station, spotted in Luhansk. R-149 BMR Kushetka B command and staff vehicle, spotted in Luhansk Oblast. Russian radio jamming stations. RB-341V Layer 3. The system was first unveiled in 2015, spotted in Donetsk. R-378B Berzeglips 2, spotted in the town of Kadiivka, formerly Stahanov, in Luhansk. R-934UM, spotted in Luhansk. R-330J Zhitel, repeatedly spotted in Makiivka and Orlovka. Torn, in testing with the Russian army, spotted in Donetsk. Rutut BM, radio proximity fuse jamming station, spotted in Donetsk. RB-636AM2 Svet KU, spotted in Luhansk. Russian unmanned aerial vehicles, developed in 2010, were spotted in Debaltseve. Granat 1 and Granat 2. Four-post UAV. On the 20th of May 2015, a UAV of this type, with the tail number 923, was shot down by Ukrainian forces in Donetsk Oblast. InformNapalm established that only 5 units of the Russian army operate this drone. There are a total of 10 aircraft in service. Orlan 10 UAV. Observed in Zelenopilia, Luhansk Oblast, and Ambrosivka. Eleron 3SV UAV. Spotted in the village of Olenovka. Zastava UAV. Shut down by the Ukrainian border guards near the village of Harusinka. Read more about each of the types of Russian weaponry spotted in the Donbas and OSINT investigations on our website InformNapalm.org. The collected evidence demonstrates Russia's leading role in fueling the war in the east of Ukraine, sponsoring terrorism, and conducting special military operations in Ukrainian territory.